Hey howdy hey partners, today we have the Epic Battle Pack from Jurassic World Dominion. Let's get into it.
Reach for the sky!
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
To infinity and beyond!
This year my two big favorite movies was Lightyear and Jurassic World Dominion. In the past I have posted a lot of Jurassic Park toys and Jurassic World toy reviews, but I had to start with this one, the Epic Battle Pack, because it includes an Ellie Sattler figure that you can only get if you buy this pack. So this is a crazy cash grab by Mattel, basically making us spend $120, almost $130 plus tax, just to get this Ellie Sattler figure, which is iconic to that scene, so I needed it. I needed that figure. So I do have the Giganotosaurus, and these are really cool dinos, but I might sell the rest on eBay, we'll see. And on the back of the package we have their Dr. Ellie Sattler right there. We have the Therizinosaurus, we have the Giganotosaurus, which I do have already, and we have this Tyrannosaurus Rex, which I already have a lot of T-Rexes in my collection, so I definitely don't need it. Now if you don't have these other dinosaurs, then this is a very worth it pack, because you're paying $130, but you get 3 dinosaurs plus a human figure. I think if you didn't have these figures before and you wanted them, you can get them all 3 at once. It is going to be worth it. If you're just getting it to get the figure like me, probably not worth it, but I am going to sell these on eBay for a good price so I can get some money back at least. Therizinosaurus, a very cool dinosaur to Dominion, especially with the long claws. It is kind of a loose figure, I feel like. It's not super stable because it has a lot of movement, so it does take time to pose it just right, but even then you might have a little trouble with it staying in place like you just saw right now. But with some effort, it can be achieved. You just have to take your time posing it. I'm not the biggest dinosaur fan, I'm more of the human collector's fan. You know, I do collect my favorite dinosaurs. This is not one of my favorite ones. I think it's lacking paint details here. The sound effects are really cool. The claws are pretty awesome, and it has great articulation, so I'm not going to knock that. So what's great about it is that you can wag the tail, and there's a button right here on top of it, which does the down motion, and then when you move the tail, you can see that it opens its mouth with the sound. And that is actually really cool. That is a cool feature. Nothing really much else I can say about this dinosaur, but it's definitely cool, and if you're a fan of the Therizinosaurus, this is the one to get because it makes sounds and has cool action features. Next, the T-Rex. I never liked the two-tone effect. I think this is too lightly colored. It doesn't really match the paint scheme from the top. I think it's a little too extreme, that contrast. That's the one thing I don't like about these T-Rexes. But it's pretty nice, you know. It's a standard size T-Rex from all the ones I've seen from Mattel. Nothing too new there. Everything's controlled by the tail on the button on the tail. So the button triggers the mouth to open, which is awesome. And you can tell it's big enough for the dinosaur to swallow a human figure. So here's an Ellie figure. You can see fits in there. So that's what's cool about it, is that this T-Rex would actually swallow the human figures that are the vintage scale. And spit them back out too. Here's some more movement from the tail. It's kind of an annoying noise, the side to side. Can go up, can go all the way down. So I do like that a lot. It's a great T-Rex, you know. It's not my favorite one, but it's pretty nice. Here is the Hammond Collection T-Rex. I love it. It's my favorite T-Rex in the collection right now. Definitely has loads of articulation. Has like those eyes that move and follow you. Has the glass eye effect. This one is just a cheaper plastic toy, but I do like the dark paint on this T-Rex here on the left. So I don't know, it's up to you, your personal preference. Definitely for me, my favorite is the Hammond Collection T-Rex. I just think it's the ultimate one, and that's why I don't need this one in my collection, but it is cool for the play features of swallowing human figures I will give it that. This one I do love, and I needed it for my display because I'm trying to recreate the scene from Dominion when you have all 7 human characters and you have the Giga trying to eat one of them, and it's so crazy that none of them got eaten, but unrealistic. But they're our heroes. We didn't want any of them to get eaten anyways, but it's a great dinosaur. If you're a Dominion fan, this is the star of the show. This is the main dino villain. You know, it's really, really cool, and I really like the action feature. So this has a button on the bottom of the tail to eat and open its mouth, and then another one on top to kind of move side to side, so it's pretty fun. I'll do the bottom button, the top one, and then do it together to see what happens. Love the eating sound effects. That is so cool. I do love how the tail has this articulation, kind of like this cool movement, realistic movement. That's kind of cool, like a snake's tail or something. What makes this dino super special and cool for me is that it makes sounds, it has action features, and it will scale great with your human figures. Here is the star of the show, Ellie Sattler. Really love the head sculpt. I took my time in the store because they did have 3 other boxes, and I wanted to make sure I got one that had a good paint job. This looked like the best paint job on it, and some of the faces are going to vary and look a little different. So make sure if you can look at her through the window box, make sure you pick a good one because you're paying so much money for this figure. You might as well get one that actually has good paint apps, sculpted well, and this one didn't seem to have that many imperfections compared to some of the other ones that I saw in the store. So articulation wise, we have the arms that swing out, they go 360. Really like the elbow joint movement there. It's really, really nice. Goes back and forth as well. Nothing at the wrist. And we have waist articulation, 360. The legs go forward, they go back, they swing out. That is so good for articulation and movement. So you can do running poses, jumping poses, more of a crouching pose. It's really good and diverse, and it's going to be helpful for your display. It says Mattel here on the back. I like the hair sculpting. There is limited range on the head because of that. Overall, it's a great figure, and she's going to display great next to our other legacy characters. Really great to see both figures side by side. I like looking at Dr. Ellie Sattler from Jurassic Park 1 next to Dominion. Really cool. They're the same height as they should be, so I'm appreciative that Mattel paid attention to those details. It'd be weird if they were different heights. Vintage scale is great. These are going to scale really great with the dinosaurs and the vehicles for this line. I'm just really excited to add this figure to my collection because it's very epic and iconic to Dominion, and I needed to have the new edition because I have the Jurassic Park 1 Ellie for certain scenes from the first movie I'm setting up on my shelf display, so I definitely needed this Dominion version. I am missing Old Man Dr. Ian Malcolm, don't have him yet. He's releasing soon. I need to get Teenager Maisie, I call her. That figure is coming soon. But other than those two, I basically have all of them for my shelf display for Giganotosaurus from Dominion, which is, I like to say, old Dr. Ellie Sattler, old Dr. Alan Grant, Owen, and Claire, and Kayla. So that is really cool. Now the crazy thing is I have more figures in this, but these are some of the key characters that I love in my collection. We definitely have the old legacy characters with the new Dominion, and it's pretty cool to see together. You can see I have young Maisie there. I need to get the teenager version of her that's not released yet, but it's just been really fun to collect. I also have the exclusives of Dennis Nedry Barbasol can. I do have that variant, and that one's in storage right now, but I will pull it out later on. But I have a really epic Jurassic Park display that I'm going to show off very soon on my channel. I definitely want to do a review of Dr. Ellie Sattler, the new figure from Dominion, since I just bought it at Target. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you'd like to continue to follow me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You want the real Buzz Lightyear? You're an action figure.
You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man.
You are a child plaything.
Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.